Hello YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a nice day and welcome to Stuart George's Home Movies. I got my latest movie watches. 7 on physical media at home, and I got 1 cinema trip. For Halloween, they were showing at my local IMAX the 40th anniversary of Nightmare on Elm Street. And I thought, gotta go to that. In 1984, I was 14, 13, bit too young to go and see it in them days. Nowadays, a 10-year-old would probably go and see it, and think nothing of it. But in the 80s, it was a big deal. Nightmare on Elm Street was, man. Everyone wanted to go and see it. Too young, man. So I've always wanted to see it at the big screen on the cinema, and it came up, and my God, it looked fantastic. The sound from Charles Bernstein's score was just unbelievable. They didn't put it on the small screen, they put it on the big screen as well. The sound system sounded bloody awesome, really did. The soundtrack, Nightmare on Elm Street, is awesome. It's understated, it really is. One of my favourite horror scores from Charles Bernstein. Nightmare on Elm Street is just a horror classic, man. It looked fantastic. And Wes Craven, you know what I mean? Director Wes Craven. Cast, Heather Langenkamp, Johnny Depp, Robert Englund. Music by Charles Bernstein, as I said. It's 1984. It's a horror. It's 1 hour 31 minutes. Basic plot. Teenager Nancy Thompson must uncover the dark truth concealed by her parents after she and her friends become targets of a spirit of a serial killer with a bladed glove in their dreams, in which, if they die, it kills them in real life. Just fantastic, man. Who doesn't know Nightmare on Elm Street? If you like your horror, it's a bona fide classic, if you ask me. Nightmare on Elm Street is one of my favourite horror movies ever made. It's just fantastic. I love it. And there you go. The cinema trip. Oh my God. What an experience. It really was. Now these are all my home movie watches, all on physical media. If you know my channel, it's always physical media. And this film's from 1990, and it stars Christopher Walken, David Caruso, Lawrence Fishburne, directed by Abel Ferrara, music by Joan Delia. It's an 18, it's 1990, it's a crime thriller gangster film. It's 1 hour 49 minutes. Basic plot, a drug kingpin is released from prison and seeks to take control of a criminal underworld in order to give back to the community. Now, I've never fancied watching this. I don't know why. It's never been on my hit list to watch. Because if I go gangster films and mainly like mafia thing, it's got to be Italian American, like Donnie Brasco, Bronx Tale, Godfather, Untouchables, that sort of thing, man. Because they're just more slick, more funny as well. They got good humour in them. And this, you know what I mean, with the ghettos and the rap music in it, and Christopher Walken's a bit, it's all right in it. But my favourite part, the actor in there, was David Caruso, man, as the copper. The ginger-haired copper in here. Oh, he was fantastic, David Caruso in this. Really was. I didn't like the score either, man, with the rap and all that. It did me head in, to be honest. Yeah, so King of New York. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. Staying in the collection now, because it was a first-time watch for me. And I might watch it some other time and probably appreciate it a bit more. You never know. There's something about 70s thriller sci-fi films with a bit of horror thrown in that I absolutely gravitate towards too. I don't know what it is. Films like Westworld, and this is up there with it, man. This is CapricornOne. This is the first time watch for me, and my God, it is fantastic. PG, it's a sci-fi thriller, 2 hours and 3 minutes, directed by Peter Hyams. Cast, great cast. Elliot Gould, James Brolin, O.J. Simpson. Karen Black's always fantastic, isn't she? I love Karen Black, man. She's got a great look to her, really has. Telly Savalas, music by the great Jerry Goldsmith. Basic plot. 3 astronauts are set to go to Mars. However, when they detect a critical failure in the spaceship, NASA asks them to film a fake landing to avoid public humiliation. Like a conspiracy film. It's got everything, it really has. I really enjoyed this one, man. You know what I mean? It's got intrigue. It's an interesting story. Flies by as well. The time, how long was it? 2 hours and 3 minutes? Bloody, it did seem like that, man. It really did. James Brolin's on top form. Really looks good in it. O.J. Simpson's in there. Hardly says a word, to be honest. But, yeah. Elliot Gould's good in it. Really good film. CapricornOne, man. Yeah, really enjoyed that one. Really did. Let's go another 70s thriller, sci-fi, horror, whatever you want to call it. Coma. Yeah, it's a 15 from 1978. It's a thriller sci-fi, 1 hour 53 minutes. Directed by the great Michael Crichton. Jurassic Park, Westworld. I love Westworld, man. It's one of my favourites. Cast, Michael Douglas, Genevieve Bujold, Rip Torn. Rip Torn's fantastic. I love Rip Torn in the Columbo episode. Oh, it's just brilliant in that. When he wins the lottery, fantastic. Music by Jerry Goldsmith. Basic plot: a young and ambitious female doctor's best friend falls into an unexplained coma after a routine medical procedure. After notice an unusually high number of similar cases of comas occurring in a hospital, she's determined to uncover the truth. That's Genevieve Bujold, and she knows something's going wrong in this hospital with these routine medical procedures, and there's great intrigue, man. It's got a great look to it. It's a bit stark, it's a bit bleak, very bleak in parts as well, you know what I mean? The ending's great. Oh, I loved it. Michael Douglas is great as ever. Coma. If you've not seen Coma, you like your 70s thrillers, bit of horror thrown in, bit of sci-fi thrown in. Fantastic film, that is. Oh, great Anthony Hopkins in this, man. Meet Joe Black. 12. It's a 1998 romance fantasy. 3 hours and 1 minute. Yeah, 3 hours and 1 minute. We'll get into that. Directed by Martin Brest. Stars Brad Pitt, Claire Filoni, Jack Weber, Anthony Hopkins as William Parrish. And yeah, with me, let's go into the plot. Deaf, Brad Pitt, who takes form of a young man killed in an accident, acts a media mogul, Anthony Hopkins' character, to teach him about life on Earth, and in the process he falls in love with the mogul's daughter. So it's like Death goes to Earth to see what's going on, and takes the shape of Brad Pitt, and Brad Pitt's really good in this, man, you know what I mean? And Anthony Hopkins is on top form, trust me. And yeah, it's a good film. 3 hours and 1 minute though is criminal. It really is. If this was 2 hours and a bit, it'd be a fantastic, outstanding film. This would be absolutely fantastic. It's too overblown. Some of the pieces in it, the sequences, the set, you know what I mean? It's just overblown. They go on too long. The ending, oh my god, the ending never ends. You think it's ended? No, it ain't ending. No, it's another ending. It keeps ending. The ending's just annoying, to be honest. Good film though. I did enjoy it. That's the weird thing about it. It's got a great scene in here, man. If you check it out on YouTube, just type in Death, Meet Joe Black, Brad Pitt, the Jamaican woman in there when she asked him about Death, because she recognises him as Death. It's a really great scene, man. And no one else recognises him as Death, but apart from this woman who's dying in this hospital, and she says to him, "Can you help me out? Put me, kill me," sort of thing. He says you can't do that, but then he touches her. He touches her body, and she's crying. And then when he touches her, she starts laughing and smiling. Oh, what a scene! It's fantastic. What a scene that is, man. You know what I mean? And the thing I got from that is he's showing her the afterlife. You know what I mean? And it's one of my favourite scenes in film history now. It's gone in there. It really has. It's a fantastic scene, man. It really, knocked me for six. It really did. What a film. If it was 2 hours. But 3 hours, 1 minute, my God, it was overblown. It really was. Really was. Anthony Hopkins again. One Life from 2023. It's a war drama. It's a 12. It's 1 hour 50 minutes. Directed by James Hawes. Stars Ellen Bonham Carter, who's great in this. Ellen Bonham Carter's always fantastic in my book. Johnny Flynn, Lena Olin. Anthony Hopkins plays Nicky Winton, or Nicholas Winton. What do we got? Basic plot. Sir Nicholas Winton, a young London stockbroker who in the months leading up to World War II, he rescued over 600 children, mainly Jewish, from Nazi-occupied Czechoslovakia. True story. Fantastic acting from Anthony Hopkins. Helen Bonham Carter's fantastic. Whoever played, that's him in it. Who is it? Johnny Flynn, who plays the younger Nicky Winton, Anthony Hopkins' character. Really good. Yeah, he was a really good part in this. What a film. Love this film, man. I mean, he's got plaudits galore, you know what I mean? And what a performance by Anthony Hopkins, as usual, because he's a living legend. And I've always wanted to watch this, and there's no UK Blu-ray. And I thought, I've got to watch it. So I watched my VHS. Yes, I was upstairs. I rigged my VCR up to my TV upstairs, and I watched it on my own, a VHS. To be honest, the first 10 minutes are terrible, but once your eyes get used to it, turn the lights off, it ain't too bad. The VH quality ain't too bad. Once your eyes adjust, they've got to adjust, and it takes a bit of time. The Hand. We got some Michael Caine, man, has done some turkeys. He really has, but sort of entertaining. It's an 18, it's 1981, it's a horror drama, it's 1 hour 44 minutes. Directed by Oliver Stone, of all people. Oliver Stone, I mean, who did Platoon, JFK? Good God. Cast: Michael Caine, Anne McEnroe, Bruce McGill, music by James Horner. Yeah, so he's good score as well. James Horner's always good. Basic plot: a comic book writer loses his hand in a car accident, which in turn takes on a murderous life of its own. So the hand just goes crazy, or is it? So I won't ruin it because there's non-spoilers in here, and you know what I mean? You've got to watch it for yourself if you really want to. It's not the greatest film in the world, but it's a bit of a turkey, really. I mean, I like some bad films. This is quite bad, but I watched it from start to end. Some bits are entertaining, some bits are terrible, you know what I mean? A bit cheesy. And the bit with the cat jumps through the window. I was in hysterics, I was nearly crying with laughter. The cat just randomly chucks himself through this window. Oh, it's funny. But yeah, so the hand. Michael Caine has done some real but paycheck, you know, did it for his paycheck, pay for his mother's house, and that's it. That's what he said, didn't he, with some of his films he's done, especially Jaws of Revenge. Whew. Is that better? I think this is worse than Jaws of Revenge. I've got to be honest. Last one. And Hell Night from 1981. It's a horror. It's an 18. Directed by Tom Simoni. Cast: Linda Blair, obviously from The Exorcist and stuff like that. Vincent Von Patten, Peter Barton, Suki Goodwin. Music by Dan Wyman. 4 college fraternity and sorority pledges spend the night in a deserted old mansion as part of a hazing ritual during Hell Night, where they are stalked by the only survivor of a family massacre from the mansion's sordid past. Sort of like a haunted man house sort of film. It's entertaining. It's a bit boring in parts, but it's okay. You know what I mean? It's one of the 80s films that I like. Other people might hate, but I quite liked it. You know what I mean? It's a bit entertaining. Yeah, it's 80s cheese. There's some quite good kills in it for me. You know, it was all right. Like, you know what I mean? Decent watch. Hell Night. If you like the 80s cheese, whew, that's bang up there. It really is. There's my latest watches anyway. So there's 1 VCS, 1 VHS, 1 cinema trip, and the rest are physical media. We got there. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, cheers. Cheers.